Hi, it's Libby back on camera. I've just done a video on making apple cider vinegar and I did a taste test. So this is the product that I tested and this is the one that gave me, I got my thumbs up. This is the one I make. It's natural apple cider vinegar, organic, opposed to the shop bought one. This got my thumbs up, really enjoyed this one. So that's the one, you can check it out. If you haven't made apple cider vinegar, there is a video on this channel how to make it and it's very cheap to make. So what I'm talking about today is how much we waste in our homes and how much we waste especially in our kitchen regarding food. So I've got a couple of ideas to stop you wasting things that normally get just thrown in the bin. Now I am aware that a lot of people still don't compost and it's something we really all need to get into. Get yourself a composter. If you're not sure how to use a composter and how to make compost, then just Google search. It will show you how to make it. It's very easy. Just need to know a few steps on the science of making it and everything. I've been making my compost now for about 10 years maybe. I've always composted and I've got a nice sort of like system going now. I have a little caddy in my kitchen. When that gets full, that goes into my bin outside and then the bin outside gets emptied into the big composter. So I don't have to keep going with that little composter to the big compost. So I do it gradually, like over a week. And then I'll go out there with the fork and I'll turn it, I'll add cardboard and I'll make it into the compost that will go eventually back on my soil. As opposed to landfill, when you put a product in landfill, so you put a banana skin in landfill, yes, it will rot and it probably will rot better than a piece of something that's not going to rot quite so well. When it also produces a methane gas, so it gets covered with soil when you put it in landfill and then it leaches methane gas and that's a poison. It's a greenhouse gas into the planet, so we've got to try and reduce that. So please don't put anything in landfill. Landfill is the last resort. Rotting and then landfill, but landfill, you really need to get rid of your black bin. I don't actually use mine. Mine, as I've said before, is as a storehouse for my cardboard, for my compost bin. I don't know when the last time I put anything in my black bin. Maybe 6 months ago. I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't know. It's something I don't use anymore. So anyway, let's not bang on about that. So I'm going to talk about two things today about using waste. So 40% of the food that we buy gets thrown away. It gets thrown into landfill and as I say, it gets the methane gas produces and it turns to a greenhouse gas which is affecting our planet big time. So a couple of things you can do: compost, but also you can reuse some of the products. Okay, so today I bought some bananas from Waitrose and they came in a home compostable bag. Now I still don't know why they have to use a bag for the bananas, but at least it's home compostable. So I shall put that in my home compostable tub there, my caddy there. But this mustn't go in the recycling bin. And please don't put it in the recycling bin because it will just get thrown away with all the other plastics that can't be recycled because they haven't got a way at the actual plant to use it as a compostable bag, okay? It's a home one. So just to remind you for that. So just make sure that you don't put it in the bin. If you haven't got a composter, either don't buy it or give it to somebody that does have one. So these bananas, I bought just enough that I need. I have probably a banana every other day with my breakfast. I will freeze the bananas, not in the skins, I take the skins off, and I freeze the bananas and I freeze it into chunks and I can use it in smoothies, okay? If you go to the market and you buy a lot of bananas, rather than throw them away halfway when they get black, you can freeze them before they get to that situation. Please don't store your bananas on the fruit bowl because it will turn the fruit, it will make it go ripe very quickly, and the bananas will also get black quicker because it's some sort of chemical that the bananas give off that makes the fruit go off. So don't put it with your fruit. I know it looks always like pretty with your fruit bowl, but don't do that. So once you've eaten the banana, you can use the skins, and if you check one of my videos out, I did make a banana skin curry, which actually turned out really well in the end. I wasn't quite sure about it. I wasn't sure about the taste. It was really delicious. And it's on my recipe on a previous video. And the recipe came from Abel and Cole on one of their magazines. So bananas are a good thing because this is one of the things that we throw away a lot. And the skins, again, can be composted and they don't take very long. It takes about a month for them to actually start to go black and start to compost in your bin, okay? Don't put them in landfill, okay? The other thing is, I went to the greengrocers and I bought some carrots, okay? A bunch of carrots with the tops on. And the greengrocer said to me, do you want me to chop the stalks off? And I was like, no, I don't need that. I'm going to use the stalks and the leaves for something else. So this has come with a little elastic band around it. So I keep these bands. They're really useful for tying things up in the garden. I use them around the house for various things, little ties if you want to use them as a tie thing for a bag or something. So the carrots are comes with the tops. So keep the tops on if you buy them like this. And then what you can do, I've chopped them and they've gone into like almost looks like parsley. So what I'm going to use this for is a recipe that I'm making tonight. And the recipe is red rice and beetroot risotto. So again, it's going to be made with things that are probably going off a little bit. And I found them in the bottom of my fridge and I thought, well, I need to use these up, okay? So I bought some beetroot about a week ago and I've juiced most of it. And I've got one beetroot left. So I'm thinking, oh, what am I going to do with this beetroot? I can juice it, but I thought, oh, I know a recipe. So there's this recipe is a beetroot risotto. So it's with beetroot. I've got one onion left, one little solitary onion that will need to go in the recipe. I was going through my cupboards and I had a bit of a clear out and I found this red rice and there wasn't much left of it. And again, this is a sort of thing that we've got a little bit left. It's been in the cupboard a bit and you think, oh, it might have gone off. Most of the time, you get little bits left. You can use it up. This hasn't gone out the sell-by date. It's got probably another month to go. So I thought I'll use it up before it goes out. So there's the red rice. It's got wild rice in it as well. Okay, so I'm going to use that. I've already weighed it out for how much I need. I'm going to use the rest of the stock, the vegetable stock that will go into the risotto. There's hardly any left in here, but there's enough to make the risotto tonight. And it's got a plastic lid, this little tub. So I will take this tomorrow to the Zero Free shop. I'm going tomorrow with a friend and we're going to go for lunch in Leicester, where I live. We're going on the train and there's a Zero Free shop quite near to the restaurant that we're going to. So we'll be checking out that. I don't think my friend's been there before. So it's called Nada, Nada, and it's in Leicester and it's a Zero Free shop. Really excited that we've got this shop. So try and use it. So I shall take this container, fill it up with the vegetable stock, and I'm not then throwing this one away and buying another one. It does have a plastic lid. These plastic lids, do you know how long these take before they compost? Probably never. 500 years, but then again, we've not gone 500 years to see if it will compost down or break down. And it breaks down into micro plastic, which is really bad for the environment, especially our oceans. Okay, so keep it out of landfill, keep it out of, I think this doesn't have a recycling thing on here. It might be recyclable. It's got a little, I don't know, I can't see it. This is the problem. Half of the time you can't actually see what it says on the recycling bin. So I'm going to keep that out of landfill, out of recycling, and I'll refill it. Okay, it takes some olive oil, which I've got some olive oil here, some salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic. I don't tend to use a lot of garlic. I'm not over keen on garlic. And then also it says to put parsley on the top. I'm going to use these carrot tops. Okay, so I'm not going to show you how to make this recipe on camera. I'm going to make it myself now. I don't want to eat yet anyway. It's a little bit too early. And I'm going to just check in the time there. And then I'm just going to use these as a garnish. Okay, you can put these in salads. I have used these before in the salads. You can freeze it like a parsley. So don't throw anything like this away. So I think that's everything. I don't think else I've got anything to tell you. I actually, one other thing I found in my cupboard, it was a salt from Ibiza. It's got a bit of lemon salt in, lemon flavouring. So I'm going to use this on the beetroot risotto because it's something I buy. And I bought this, again, a bit of a whim really. You know when you go on a holiday and you see things, this is salt de Ibiza. And I think, oh, that's really fancy. I'll take some of this home. It's okay. It's got salt with lemon in, okay? I can always put just lemon in and a bit of salt. So we don't really need to buy this, but it has got a cardboard packaging, but it's got plastic at the top and it's actually got plastic on the bottom. So I'll probably reuse this. It's quite a nice little container. But again, did I really need to buy it? Not really. So, you know, before you go on a holiday and you buy these things and then come home and go, what on earth am I going to use it for? You know, don't buy it. It's you're telling the consumer we don't want this stuff in plastic, and they'll start to get the message when people don't buy it anymore. So it's not just the salt, it's lots of things like this has got plastic on. Yeah, don't know why it doesn't have to have some sort of other lid, like a metal lid like the bottom. I don't know. I'm not into these, knowing much about these plasticky things. I just don't buy it if I can. So, right, okay, so I'm going off tomorrow on the train. I'm trying to use the train a little bit more. I'm trying to use my bike a lot more, but unfortunately, I live in an area which is quite badly flooded at the moment. So using the bike isn't an option because I can't go over the fields to the bike tracks because it's completely flooded and it's very dangerous. The road here from where my studio is in the next village is quite a busy road, and I'm not overly keen on going on there when there's a lot of traffic. So unfortunately I have to use the car, but when I can, I use the train, use my bike when I can, and I walk a lot more. So I'm getting healthier. So I'm going to go now and have a really great evening. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Try and use things that you've not used, you know, before. Try these tops, make a banana curry, and enjoy. Okay, thanks a lot then. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe, which is the little red button at the side there. And if you click on it and click on the bell, you'll get notified when I post another video. So have a lovely evening and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.